Alright, boys, we finally got some Rell sneaks and some news. They finally fed us. They've been starving us for so long, but we finally have some news about movie 3 and some sneaks about the game. Now, the first thing I'm going to read off is actually the last thing they've said from when I'm making this video, so there might be more. And let's just get into this. My editing software has crashed about 3 times now, and I've had to remake this part about 3 times now. Now, the first thing they say is we will outline what will be in the movie, so there doesn't need to be any speculation. Bracket, progression-based bracket. And as promised, if the game is ready, we will give you all a confirmed release date, which I wouldn't trust because they have confirmed a release date in the past and then they went back on their word. Thank you, Rell Bros. If it is not, you will know from rigorous testing being done. We are set to begin infrastructure testing this weekend, and from there we'll keep you updated on how things are going. As for testing, we are taking this seriously. For example, we implemented common sense. Example, even though we have a tutorial in the game, you won't play that tutorial. You'll get help from Ray, Aiden, and Nate. Any questions you have for them, write them down because it could help teach players the game. Instead, you'll figure out the combat from testing and then inform us what we should educate the player about within the combat. We will take this approach with all of testing. So basically what they're saying is, well, they're going to take this approach with all the testing. You're not going to play the actual game, is what I'm getting from this. You're just going to play certain parts of the game, which is kind of sad, but I'm not a tester, so I don't really care. Haha. Anyways, sorry for him. He's a little rude. But the next thing that's going to be playing is mount sneaks. Mounts in this game look amazing. You know, they look exceptionally good. So this is just going to show off some of those. There's going to be a little one after that just shows a spider flopping over. But I really like the mounts in this game. Now, first, I'm going to talk about the spider flopping over. Obviously, that's a mount dying. Like, that is that mount dying. So, you can kill mounts in this game. Epic. I love that. Really, I hate it. I don't like when mounts can die. I like when mounts are more of just a movement thing. I get why they're making it so you can kill mounts so people can't run for forever on them. But it's kind of an annoying feature, but it's whatever. You can also steal bullets, so it's just whatever. But if you were paying attention there, you would also see that 2 people were riding on the whale. So that confirms multiple player mounts. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did say it like that. But yeah, you can ride mounts with your friends. That sounds extremely weird. But yeah, let's get into the next sneak. Now, the next sneak is an ape, monkey, gorilla, I don't know, fighting you. That we saw in a previous sneak, we saw him getting off of his chair. So this is just terrifying how just OP this guy looks. And this is probably one of the starter bosses, which is just crazy to me. And here we see Gecko Moria, aka Alucard. That's what they're calling it. We just see a bunch of moves from this guy, and this guy looks like a force to not be reckoned with, bro. He looks like he will roll you in 2 seconds. This guy has so much movement for being as big as he is. That's my only issue with these big bosses, is that they just have so much movement. It's crazy. Shouldn't they be a little slower? Like that monkey looked a little slower, but I don't know. But this guy looks crazy. And that kind of ends all the sneaks they showed. I might wait a little bit to post this. There might be more sneaks after this. But if there isn't, we got movie 3's thumbnail, I think, which is just nice to know. Movie 3 is on the horizon. We can finally see it. We can finally probably see the game's release. As they said earlier, if you were listening, we are gonna get the release date if they are ready to give us the release date in movie 3. And I just think that's kind of annoying because if they go back on their word a second time, a lot of fans are going to be upset. A lot of people are going to not be hyped for this game anymore. I mean, they're probably going to play it, but I don't know. But this thumbnail looks amazing. I hope movie 3 is coming soon. But obviously, they have to test a lot of stuff, and movie 3 probably won't be coming as soon as you think it is. I'd say probably by, let me look at my calendar. Probably by March or April, we'll get movie 3. Like, that's a fair enough estimate, I would say. Knowing the Rell Bros and their delays, come on. Like, you got to give this one to me.